Hi everyone, Morgan here. It's time for a car kit video. Let's do this. So first of all, this is a really lived-in car. Okay, we basically live in our car, so it's a little bit dirty, but I know where the important stuff is. Okay, so let's take a look. This box I got from a Japanese household store called Daiso, which I have a video of coming up soon, where they're showing a bunch of preps. But in this box, I just thought this was like the perfect box. It has a mix between survival, everyday stuff. Okay, so here we have the Noco. This is an absolute essential. We have had this, I want to say 5 or 6 years now, and it has been invaluable. This is a jump starter, and I'm putting another picture here on the screen just to show it to you, but I've done lots of videos on this, and this is invaluable to any car, I think. This is freeze-dried cereal bars that I made specifically for my car kit, and these won't go bad in a hot car, cold car, it doesn't matter. Any freeze-dried food, so freeze-dried food, snacks, if you have freeze-dried food, you can eat it even without rehydrating it. So if you want to just throw like a freeze-dried food from any company in here, but there are some freeze-dried snacks and things that you can also put in there. So this is toilet paper. Honestly, we've needed toilet paper so many times. This is a Silcock key. I do live in an urban area, so it never hurts to have that. This is a little multi-tool. I believe I got this from like Walmart. This looks like an Ozark Trail one, something like that. A little lighter. This is a blanket, could also be a shelter, but it's nice and compact. And a headlamp. I will have to come in and inventory, but I would have to inventory this as long, as well as like any bag or kit or anything else. You got to inventory it every 3 to 6 months, something like that. But this does have regular batteries. It's not rechargeable. These are little packs. This is a hydration pack and a potty pack. I actually have, where did it go? I've packed this in here so perfectly. This is hand sanitizer. Also can be used as a fire starter with stuff. So double purpose there. And this is some bug spray because bugs, I carry bug spray in my everyday carry, which I'll have a video of that coming up soon. But this is paracord. We actually needed paracord the other day and forgot it, and really wish I'd had that. So emergency blankets, 4 of those. Some glow sticks, bunch of glow sticks. This is also just another light. I like these lights like this. I like lights. Okay, and then this is emergency drinking water in here. This is in the bags. The bags are fine to have in warm and cool areas. They will freeze, just FYI, just like any bottles of water. But we also have just these bottles of water everywhere underneath all of our seats. And this I actually just pulled from underneath the front seat, and it's cool. Of course, our car stays in a pretty cool area most of the time. This, as long as it's underneath the seat, you rotate these bottles of water every 3 to 6 months, and we use them. We actually always need water. We always carry a bottle of water with us, like our Yeti bottles of water, our insulated bottles of water. But this, we always have extra because we always need water. I mean, our car is like our second home. Okay, and then what is not in this kit is a little bit more accessible items like first aid kits. This is a first aid kit. This is another first aid kit. This is a trauma kit. And I have all of these kits for different purposes. This is one that the kids made. They like to have this in here with them. It's something that they made themselves, and they just like to have it because, well, they made it, so they like to have it themselves. This is a first aid kit that we have always had in every single one of our vehicles. From no matter what vehicle we've probably had it for the past 10 years. This thing has traveled with us. Go through it every 3 to 6 months. Again, like when we go through the car kit, we go through this kit, and we make sure that we have that kit. We make sure that it's refilled with Band-Aids and all that. We've gone through this many, 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 many times. I cannot tell you how many times this kit has come in handy. And then this is a trauma kit. This is for like extreme trauma. It has like tourniquets and stuff like that. This stuff is going to be easily accessible. So I like to have this stuff easily accessible. As soon as we open up the back, there it is. Okay, we open up the back, boom, we can go poof, straight to the first aid kits. That's how you want that. This gets tucked to the side right here, nice in the open, where everybody can access it. Me, my kids, my husband, everybody knows where this is. It's not tucked and hidden away. And when we say, hey, you can go to the car kit and get that, they know that they can come right here and get it. You really don't want it super hidden. If you want to have it underneath a seat, just to have it like hidden for security, that's totally fine. I get that. Or, you know, you can even put a blanket over this or something just to kind of hide it for security purposes. This isn't necessarily a car kit, but a car essential. A dash cam. You need a dash cam. There are so many crazy videos out there from dash cams of just crazy drivers. So a dash cam is security and safety for you and your family. If something happens, you have video proof. You can do a dash cam in the back as well. I'm very sorry for the shambles of my EDC kit because, again, this is a lived-in vehicle. This is my EDC kit. It has diapers and a whole bunch of stuff for baby. It also has some extra baby food in there. I was just using it earlier, so that's why it's kind of in shambles. I will do a dedicated video to this. But as I was saying about the bottles of water, you can just stick them under your vehicle like that. If you have, you know, more space under your vehicle. We have a lot of space underneath the fronts of our vehicle, of our seats, so we do that. And then you can just, if you don't have a ton of underspace, you can just do this, just hide it. Boom, there. We have other random things in this vehicle, but for the most part, that is what we have for everyday carry. I also have, you know, like my everyday carry backpack and things that I carry on my person and things like that, which I will show in another video. But this is a car kit. It's very simple. You can add more, take away. You know, your car kit can be as big or as small as you want, but this is stuff over the years that we have found that we need a lot, that we always forget. I think one thing I want to add in here is sunscreen, but we usually have sunscreen in like the middle compartment because in the summer we're just out all the time, and so we just take it out from there and just spray ourselves down and go. Same with bug spray. We'll have even more bug spray up there, so it's bug spray, sunscreen, all that, all summer long. And again, you know, I live in the South, so if you're in the North or in a very cold area, your car kit might look a little different. You're going to have different stuff. You're going to have shovels. You might have kitty litter. You might have traction tracks. You might have, you know, a variety of things that are going to help you in your situation, in your area. So you also will have to think about what is going to freeze, what's going to not freeze. If you have bottles of water, you may want to take it in and out, you know, for freezing in the really hot months. You know, you want to rotate every few months or maybe every month if that makes you feel better, right? But we use the water that we store in here like all the time. We're constantly using the water. Always drinking water. Thank y'all so much for watching. I'd love to hear what's in your car kit. And I also have a car kit checklist down below if you want to go download that for free. Thank y'all so much for watching. Conquer tomorrow by preparing today. I'll talk to you later. Bye-bye.